You guys give me one quick second. I am waiting for Facebook to click on. Still waiting for them to log me in to say that I am officially live everywhere. So give me a second. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it may be when you are tuning in to this broadcast. I am your international award winning author, filmmaker, and empowerment specialist, Tennille M. Jackson. And I want to welcome you guys today. This isn't officially aspects of entrepreneurship, but then again, it kind of is. So hold on, I want to just make sure that, hold on, let me put this. Alrighty. So what we are doing today, we are going to be talking about, hey, Miss Ellen, thank you so much for tuning in. And to everybody, regardless of where you are tuning in from, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or even Noom, formerly known as Wisdom. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And so we're going to have a great show, and it's going to be relatively short. Depending on where you're checking, the caption I said was, in under an hour, I'm going to present to you a solution. Whether or not it is going to be for everybody, who knows? Like, nothing is for everybody, right? But everything is for somebody. And so that's what we're going to be looking at today. So those of you who are, I'm trying to get everybody situated and get situated on the show, but tag somebody. If you're watching from a visual platform, tag somebody. We are going to be talking to authors today, aspiring authors, writers, people who have been saying forever that they want to write a book, or maybe they've written the book and then they just got stuck. That's who the intended audience is. And so after this quick 30 seconds, I am going to be right back to give you a solution. So again, make sure that you like and share the video. Make sure that you tag somebody that you believe will benefit from this broadcast. And again, in 30 seconds, I'll be right back, and we're going to start talking about today's show, which is Writing Worries Be Gone. Are you an author looking for exposure for your book? Then look no further. ESP Presents assists authors in building their book brands. They offer author interviews that provide the opportunity to delve into your book and personal experiences, as well as engage with readers to help build your fan base. They also host live events. So, whether mainstream or independent, all authors can find support with ESP Presents. Alrighty, and so that is our sponsor for the month, ESP Presents. If you would like to be a sponsor of the show, be sure to reach out to me as well. Whether you like to sponsor the show for the month, whether you like for us to create a commercial for your business, either or both, and we can help you with it. Be sure to just connect with me, and I will be able to take care of that for you. But let's go ahead and jump right into this. And so there are a few different people that I'm talking to today. I'm first going to be talking to those people who have not started the book at all, right? So maybe you have been one of those that said, you know what, one day I'm going to write a book, someday I'm going to write a book, or I really have a story to tell, right? um there are a lot of different reasons why people don't do it. Among the reasons, because again, I've been in the literary realm for well over a decade, and I've been helping independent authors just about from the time that I got in this industry. And amongst the highest reasons, the number of reasons that people give is not even just the fact that they don't know how. Many times it's the lack of accountability. People need that accountability partner, right? And I have a girlfriend who she will say, you know what, I'm not a coach, I'm not going to hold your hand, I'm not going to tell you how to do it, make sure that you're doing it. Like, I'm going to give you the blueprint, it's for you to do it. And if you need somebody to be accountable to you, then you need to get a coach. That's me. That's what I do, right? So the point is, for the last few years, I have had the Writer Society. And what the Writer Society does is we come together and, I kind of teach you the principles of writing a book. We then give you, like a topic, and then you end up creating the book. And then after that, like some months go by, and then boom, the book is published. Now you're a published author. But what I have created, you guys, I've been again behind the scenes working on a lot of different things because, again, within the literary realm, not only am I an author 20 times over book, have an award winning, international award winning book. Um, so I've been writing for a while across genres. So been doing that. Have a publishing company, had a physical brick and mortar bookstore for a number of years, have a writing society. Like I have all of these different entities. And so what I have done is I figured out how to put them all together so that way we become your one-stop shop from start to finish. And it is what I am calling APS Academy, right? So APS stands for Artist Promoting Success. And so this initial cohort that we are going to roll out, this isn't to just help the people who want to write a book. The concept of APS Academy is so that it is literally your start to finish in all things literary. So it's not just, hey, Lisa, thanks so much for tuning in. So APS Academy, this is not just, oh, I want to write a book, I'm jumping in, jumping out, right? Like it can simply meet that need, but if that's all that you're looking for it to do, then you're going to underestimate and not give it the power that it truly possesses. So APS Academy is for that person who wants the actual life of an author, right? So again, we can do a little bit of this or that, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but you will get your biggest bang if you take us for what we're fully going to offer, right? So from start to finish, not only will we teach you, and so when I say this is a year program that we are going to be rolling out. So the first quarter of the year is going to be all about writing. It's going to be teaching you the fundamentals of writing, and you will then have your option of whether or not you want to write your own story, your own book, or if you would like to, contribute to an anthology. And so, again, the point of having those options is because you have some people who don't know how to write, and once you teach them the mechanics, they want to write their own story. And then you have some people who maybe they do know or don't know how to write, but they don't necessarily have the time or the commitment to be able to say, hey, I'll do an entire book, but they do want to do something, and so they want to contribute to an anthology. But the point is, the first 3 months of the program, we're going to be teaching you how to write. How you use those skills will ultimately be up to you, whether you're going to produce your own work or contribute to an anthology. Then the next 2 quarters is going to be all about shaping you into author life, right? So the next quarter, we're going to focus on marketing. And that's where so many authors drop the ball. So many times it's like, okay, well, I know how to write the book. And then if I can get somebody to put it on Amazon, I'm good and I'm ready to get the millions. Sound familiar? Only to be disappointed because just having your book uploaded to Amazon is not how you become a millionaire, right? Like with any process, you have to be able to crawl before you can walk. And so you have to understand why it's necessary to do the work. And many times people don't know how to do the work. So they understand that it needs to get out there, but they don't necessarily know how. Well, APS Academy, we are going to solve that problem for you. So we are going to teach you how to fish, right? Because again, you understand so many people, they don't know how to do it. And so when you teach somebody, so it's like, okay, you can pay somebody to do it for you. And if all you're looking to do, hey, Josh, if all you're looking to do is jump in and jump out, um, hold on one second. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Those who are watching me on Facebook, still, you guys, please let me tell me whether or not you can still see me. Hold on. I need you guys to let me know on Facebook. Let me know if you're still Hey, Mr. Robinson, thanks for tuning in on Facebook. I need you guys to put in the comment just so I can know I had a tweak on my end. So please put something in the comments on Facebook, put a thumbs up or a heart or something to let me know if you guys can still see me. Okay, you guys. So I'm like, okay, I just had a little hiccup on my end. So all right, cool. I just want to make sure that we are still good. All right. So in either case, let's move forward. So with the marketing, so with the second quarter of the year, we're going to teach you about marketing and not just teach you like, oh, this is what marketing is. No, we're going to help you to build your business blueprint. Okay. So regardless of what type of book you've written, we're going to help you to identify who your target market is, how it is that we can get your books to them. That's what we're going to do in that first quarter, in the first part of it. But then we're going to also teach you how to position yourself as an expert, right? Because again, you have to understand that once you write a book, being an author is a lifestyle. It is more than just about publishing one book and doing one event one time. It's about knowing how to do this on a consistent basis. And with APS, our mantra is we are better together, right? So we are going to teach you, I'm going to teach you from start to finish how to do this thing. So first, again, in that first quarter, we're going to show you how to write the book and get you in that writing process. Then we're going to transition to that second market period. Well, it is kind of like we're in school, but the second quarter, we're going to be doing marketing. And so, again, showing you who your target market is, writing a blueprint for success for you and your specific book branding. And then we're going to also, again, after we do that, we're going to show you how to position yourself as an expert. You also will be given speaker sheets. We're going to create speaker sheets for you because we have to get you to understand, and we will get you to understand that as an author, you are more than just a writer at this point. Now you are an expert within your particular subject matter. So whatever it is that you've written in, and even if you're trying to write a fiction book, right? Like if nothing else, we're going to position you how to have interviews and how to talk about your content in a professional manner. And so, and then like I say, we're going to get those speaker sheets and everything ready for you. So the second quarter is going to be all about marketing. Ellen said, like what you said, that the writing can do an anthology, give a little more shine with that. My question is, there a certain genre or topic that the right to okay. Yes. Okay. So yes, I get the question that you're asking, Ellen. So the anthology, yes, there will be a particular topic for the anthology. And it'll probably be two or three different topics. It's always going to depend on how many people we have under the umbrella of, whoever signs up. So typically there is going to be one topic. I will not have more than 10 people on one topic because we don't want it to be overly saturated. So if I have more than 10 writers, then there will be a second option to choose from. But when we start the anthology, yes, there is a topic. I normally have three. I let the writers pretty much do what you call it, like the democratic process to choose the majority win. So I'll throw out and say, hey, we're going to talk about this or this. And then whichever topic gets the most votes, that's the one that we focus on. Now, that again is if you choose the anthology option. But if you want to write your own book, because again, many people have their own story, they just don't know how to get started. So we're teaching you, hey, Miss Shani, we're teaching you outlining chapters. We're teaching you all of the metrics to actually write. And so you'll be able to apply this either for your own story or to contribute to an anthology. So I hope that makes sense, Ellen. I hope that answer to your question, hopefully that makes sense. Okay. And so again, I want to stop really quickly and just acknowledge everybody who is tuning in, whether you're watching on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, or even listening in from Noom. Thank you guys for tuning in. And so again, I want for all of you guys, tag somebody that you know. If this does not pertain to you, but you know an author, an aspiring author, somebody who likes to write and want to become published, maybe you know an author who did publish, but they haven't done anything with the book. I'm going to give you a quick second to tag them while we go to a quick, another 30-second commercial break. And then I'll be right back to tell you how the remaining portion of the year will go upon enrolling with APS Academy. Be right back. Are you an author looking for exposure for your book? Then look no further. ESP Presents assists authors in building their book brands. They offer author interviews that provide the opportunity to delve into your book and personal experiences, as well as engage with readers to help build your fan base. They also host live events. So, whether mainstream or independent, all authors can find support with ESP Presents. And again, we want to shout out to ESP Presents, who has been our sponsor for this year. And if you have a brand and you would like for to be a sponsor for Authors Promoting Success, all aspects of authorpreneurship, I'm thinking about APS on the brain, but aspects of authorpreneurship or any of the other shows in the Educated and Empowered lineup, if you would like to be a sponsor, let me know. Even if you do not want to be a sponsor, but you would like for us to create a commercial for you, then also connect with me in that. But what we have been talking about on today's show is this is titled Writing Worries Be Gone, right? So for all of the writers out there, again, whether you have not written a book at all, or maybe you're a novice author, you simply wrote the book and then you dropped the ball, or you got discouraged. You thought after you published it, you were going to make millions and you uploaded it to Amazon and nothing happened. So you got discouraged, or you had that one book event one time and then you just let it go because you didn't know what you were actually supposed to do. Tag those people. This show is actually for you. So again, APS Academy, we are going to be rolling out that very soon, where you guys can start enrolling. The program itself is going to be some months before it officially starts, but that's going to give you the opportunity to get your things together so that when we do actually launch, you will be ready. Okay. So again, that first quarter is going to be all about writing. The second quarter of the year, April, May, June, is going to be about marketing, helping you to create your business blueprint for success, right? This is going to be customized to you and what you are trying to do. We're going to teach you how to position yourself as an expert. And then we are going to create speaker sheets for you so that way you can start pitching other people about what it is that you're doing. In that next quarter, the third quarter, is going to be all about branding, okay? So we're going to teach you about setting up your social media. So many authors, too many to count, to be honest with you, they are afraid of having a social media presence. And in this day and age, it is so critical that you actually figure out how to engage on social media. And there's so many different social media platforms. So whether you choose Facebook or Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, Noom Vibe, which is formerly known as Wisdom, X, even, like, no matter what your brand is, what your book is about, there is a social media platform that works best for you. And so you have to be able to tap into that. We teach you which platforms will work best for your brand. And no, you don't have to have 20 different platforms, but we let you know which one would be better. And we help you get established for that, get your presence set up. We help you to develop your content so that way you know how to come across. So maybe you want to do, a live visually, right? Maybe it would be best for you to do a podcast, but whatever it is, That is something that you're going to have to do to help to build your fan base. And we help you get started with that. And then in August, we celebrate you at the award ceremony because you have done so much. Then we honor you on that day. And then in September, we're going to teach you, there's going to be media training, right? We're going to teach you how to identify offline and online opportunities, because again, this is an entire lifestyle. You don't just write the book and then people automatically know about you. You have to know how to get your name out there, what type of things that you should be doing, what type of opportunities work best for you. That's what we're going to be doing throughout the month of September. And then in October, guess what? You've been training for it. Now, October, you're going to be scheduled to do different interviews. We're going to have different interviews set up for you. So whether it's like blogging interviews, and when we talk about blogging, that's written, right? So there are some bloggers that's out there that would be beneficial for you to have connection with. And what happened is they'll send you an interview, a written interview, and you have to just fill out their questionnaire, send it back, and then they publish it on their website. That's an interview, right? That's a blogging interview. And then we also will, you'll have like radio interviews. So whether it's terrestrial radio or blog talk radio, or basically podcasts, so things that's just audible. So you will not be seeing, you will not be writing it. But say again, for those of you who are listening on Noom, that's a perfect example of like a podcasting opportunity where you can go to somebody's site, their show, and you're able to get in front of their viewers or their listeners, as it were, and you're able to talk to them about your book. Now, again, keep in mind, we've already trained you for this in September. So now in October, you're putting it to action, or even again, visual things like how I'm live. There are shows that I do that's live where you have guests. There are other people, other friends that I know that have shows. We're going to have that going on for you for the month of October. And all of this, right? Your social media set up. So you're going to have been set up and you're going to be going live, and then you're going to be doing interviews and all of that stuff for what? All leading up to the launch of your book. And so that is going to be something that we do for you. There's going to be an event that we put together, and we're going to launch in the month of November. Okay. And why are we doing November? November is Entrepreneur Awareness Month. And so we're putting all of you guys together. So whether you did the anthology, whether you had your own event, your own book, there is going to be an event that we help you to put together, and you're going to have your launch event in November. So all of the work that you were doing leads up to this moment. And then in December, there's going to be another celebration, kind of just an end of the year type celebration, reflection, being able to see what you were able to accomplish. And then what do we do at the end? We're going to help you set up your calendar for the following year, right? Because the first year is being spent creating your brand, getting it developed. Now we're going to give you, we're going to help you to kind of figure out, what do you want to do as an author? Do you want to be the type of author that's busy on a regular basis? Do you want to just, do something once a month, once a quarter? Because everybody is different and we understand that. So it isn't about doing something that's to our liking, but it's us helping you to figure out what's going to work best for you and putting that together. And so after that whole year is over, then you'll have an opportunity to become a member of APS, Artist Promoting Success. And that, you want to think about that kind of as like your monthly maintenance, right? So now you will join a different caliber of authors and other creators who has been doing this for a while. And every month, hey, Eunice, thanks so much for coming in. And every month we meet and we still talk about better ways to market, promote, and sell your product, right? Because no matter how long you have been in this game, there are always some other things that you can do. And now you've gone from like being the student and you're able to be around other peers, right, who are doing some things. It'll give you an opportunity to possibly collaborate with them or learn from them or even teach other people what it is that you're doing. So you will have a community for the life of your entrepreneurship journey, right? So it's like, it's not just you write this book, and this is what happens so many times. People come in, they write a book, it become, or they want to write a book, and then it's harder than what they thought. They don't have a sense of community. They don't have anybody to like really kind of encourage them. So then they get discouraged, or they need accountability and they don't have that accountability. So then it falls by the wayside. Or you have the people who will follow through and at least get the book done. But then because they don't understand about how marketing works, they don't understand what realistic expectations are, then you drop the ball. But what APS Academy is going to do is going to roll out the entire thing. We are literally walking with you step by step, month by month, for an entire year, showing you what it means to be an author, like mapping everything out for you. And y'all, let me tell you something. This, hey, Miss Annie, let me tell you something. Every step of what I told y'all in and of itself is thousands of dollars. If you go and ask somebody to, you say, hey, I want for you guys to help. Oh, and did I mention before I even say that? The price that I'm going to give you includes your book being published, right? So the price that I'm going to tell you about, this is the entire program. So this is the Writer Society, the 3 months of having somebody teach you about writing it and you getting that done. This includes that portion where we're teaching you about branding and creating your blueprint for success. And we're helping you with the marketing. We're helping you with the social media setup, the celebration. This includes your book being published. This includes your the interviews and the everything, right? The launch event, everything. The entire program from start to finish, $6,000. The entire program. Now you can go to people who will charge you $5,000 to $10,000 just to publish your book. You can go to people just to help you with marketing that would charge you $3,000 to $5,000, and that's just for a particular campaign. You could go to people just to help to get you some exposure, $3,000 to $5,000. And again, if you think that I'm fluffing these numbers, please challenge me. Please go to the internet. Please go and look up the numbers for yourself to know that this is not a lie that I'm telling you. But again, like I always tell people, I for the lifetime that I have been in this industry, which is about again 12 years or so, this has been what I've done. My heart has always been to help other people. Now, I can't, I'm not helping you. It's not going to be free 99, but guaranteed that what you get is always going to be quality, and it's always going to be worth probably 10 times more than what you're actually paying. Why? Because I do need to get y'all to understand that everything ain't going to be free, right? But at the same point, I charge a price where you get the value of it. You understand that it's not free, and we buy the things that we want to buy. And at the end of the day, if you invest this in you, you'll be able to make this money back 10 times over, right? It's all about how committed you are. And so, watch this. Not only, so we got the program itself is $6,000. That's if you come in and you say, hey, here's my check for $6,000. But for those who are like, you know what, that sounds great, but I'm not able to do $6,000 all at once, we do payment plans as well. And this is why I told y'all we'll be starting in January, but I'm rolling this out now. Why? because I know everybody ain't got $6,000 under their mattress. I know this is something that everybody may want to do, but they're like, right now, I don't have the funds. Well, you can secure your spot with $1,500, and then you do 8 months with $600 each, right? So all you got to get to start is $1,500. So you got from now through what, October, November, to save up your $1,500 to just say, hey, Tennille, I want to reserve my seat for January. That's really all that it takes is 1,500 to get started. And then you'll have another 8 months at $600. You can't beat that with a stick, y'all. You can't beat it with a stick. And then I know that there are going to be some people, because it's always some in the crowd. I already wrote my book. I don't need the whole thing. Can I just want the speaking part, or I just want the exposure part. I just want the marketing part. I just want the branding part. I don't need the whole I don't need the whole community thing. I don't want to be there from start to finish. That's fine, because I got that broken down for you guys too. So if you just want to be a part of the Riot Society, that's 2,000. If you just want to have the marketing and branding part, that's 2,500. If you just want the exposure part, that's 2,000. So however you want to do it, no matter what you pick, it's still going to be cheaper than anything else that you get, but it's going to be something that you can use for a lifetime. Because again, I'm not just sitting here doing it for you. I'm going to teach you how to do it, so that regardless of how many books you write after this, you'll be able to take the skill set and apply it again and again and again. All you got to do is rinse and repeat. And so for those of you who have, you got the desire, but maybe you don't have the discipline to do it on your own. You need somebody to hold you accountable. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. And so, anyway, I will, if anybody has any questions, because I don't want to be here all day long. Y'all gonna be hearing this probably once a month. I'm gonna be talking about this at least once a month, because again, you probably gonna see an ad for it, sponsorship for it. This isn't going to be open the entire time. This isn't a limited amount, like I'm doing this for 100 people or 1,000 people. This ain't that, y'all. Like, I legit have a few slots that I'm opening. Like, the max number of slots that I'm opening is 30. That's it. 30 slots. And I'm gonna Jason, I know that you are over here on Noom, so I'm gonna actually end my lives, because I know we sometimes go a little bit longer, and so I'm going to specifically deal with you once we get to Noom. But for those of you, if you want to have the after show, so to speak, then come on over to Noom Vibe, and then I'll continue to be live, but only from an audible perspective. But again, I want to encourage all of you all, stop allowing finances to be the reason why you do not realize your dream. With knowing this 8 months in advance, $1,500 to put down, y'all, that's less than $200 a month. If you want to put down the whole $6,000, that's not a lot that you're putting down. That's what, like 750 a month to put to a side to it. But whatever it is that you want to do, again, reach out to me. Ellen is saying, hey, this is so valuable. And Ellen, it really is. A lot of times people don't understand it until it's too late. They'll sit back and you look at whatever income taxes you get. You look at all of the different funds that you get. And again, I'm not trying to be in nobody's pockets. I ain't trying to count nobody's coins. Hey, Mama D's, but you do have to understand that this is not going to be a forever situation. Once these 30 slots are filled up, then that's it. So I'm going to be pushing it. I'm going to be promoting it. And again, you only need $1,500 to reserve your spot. That's it. You don't need the whole $6,000 right now. But once I have these 30 slots filled, then that's going to be it for this year. And so, but again, we'll be doing it every year until the Lord says different. But once I'm filled, then I'm filled, and then you'll be waiting until 2026. So right now we are pushing, we're promoting this for 2025. So that way y'all can start getting y'all coins, start reaching out to me, or whatever the case may be. And so Yeah, absolutely. You got to know when to invest in yourself. But for everybody that is watching me visibly, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, be sure that you jump over here on Noom. I'm going to do maybe a 15-20 minute after show over here. But thank you guys so much. And I'm going to play our sponsor one more time to end our show. And again, thank you so much to ESP Presents for being the sponsor for this month's Aspects of Entrepreneurship. Are you an author looking for exposure for your book? Then look no further. ESP Presents assists authors in building their book brands. They offer author interviews that provide the opportunity to delve into your book and personal experiences, as well as engage with readers to help build your fan base. They also host live events. So, whether mainstream or independent, all authors can find support with ESP Presents. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And again, be sure that you reach out to me if you are interested, if you want to get your payment plan started, whatever. But again, I have 30 slots open. That's it. As they start filling, then that will be it for the year. But thank you all so much for tuning in. And until next time, you all stay encouraged.